how are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Your girl Beth Awino here, and I brought you
Pauline.
Yes, Pauline is back, and when you see Pauline,
It's about to go down.
Down. Get your juice. Sit down because this one is going to be juicy. Go straight to the video. So, one of the things that I've known in my 30s that I wish I knew in my 20s is that God is the center of everything. Everything you do, you have to include God. Put him first, because you cannot do it alone. There are many times I ignored that I have all the powers, have all it takes to execute some things, but now I know if I included God earlier, things could have worked out. Yeah.
Can I give something about that?
Sure.
Jesus or God does not go where he's not invited. It says, "Come to me as you are." In the parable of the wedding, Jesus knew there was no wine. He knew, because nothing finds him by coincidence.
Yes,
he knew.
Yeah.
But until his mom told him, there's no wine, he had to do something. So he never goes where he's not invited. He knows what you're going through, but until you invite him,
he can't come.
He won't come. He will not go where he's not invited. Next point is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in your skincare. Invest in your mental health. Invest in your physical health. Invest in your financial growth. Invest in friendship. Invest fully. Invest. Doesn't matter if the returns are coming in, but invest. Later on, it will pay.
For sure, it will pay. Yeah, it will
invest,
pay.
Invest in money market. Invest in bonds. Invest in property. Invest in education. If you have to go back to school, go back to school. If you have to look for that job, if you have to move countries, we moved countries in our 20s. We are glad we did.
Yeah.
And if at this point, if probably another situation comes in and present ourselves, we still move to another country. Invest.
Yes.
That is something that I have known in my 30s. Or in your 20s, you are told about it, but it hits you in your 30s like I should have
started this earlier. But now it's too late. But it's not too late to start. It's not too late to start. So we just knowing that, and we are hitting the ground running with whatever we have now. We have to put a bigger percentage on investment. Do not trade yourself for anything.
Cut yourself short.
Completely. Another thing is you have to know friends are for a season and are for a reason. And friendship is a relationship. So you have to put in as much effort as any other. Do not be that friend that you are on the side. You just expect the other party to do the most, and you are doing nothing. What you do is just to complain. That won't work. You have to put in really so much for it to work for both of you. And you have to have different
type of friends.
Type of friend. Do not burden one person
with everything
in your life. You have to understand that's a human being. They have feelings. As much as they are friends, at some point they might feel, you are coming, you are too much.
Your partner, who is your boyfriend or your girlfriend, because I assume men also listen to this channel. They are not it's okay, they can be your best friend, but they can't be your only friend. stop burdening us with all these things. Have a friend when you want spiritual nourishment. Have a friend who you know, if I want an advice in this thing, have a friend. And it said know people that when you mention their name, things are done. Like if I go somewhere and I said I was sent by Beth, that someone doesn't think twice, because you are known.
You are known.
Yes,
and
just
by a name, things will get running.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in that point, I would say networking is important. Networking is very important, where you just don't have to know the people in your circle. Network. No, this person does this. When you go to a room, know yourself. Assume every single time from a elevator, from a lift, anywhere you go, be able to sell yourself. Always feel like you're in that interview and you're selling yourself. Hi, I am Pauline. I do this and this and this. I action this and this and this. Yes, in case you need these services, I would know somebody. This way, somebody knows you understand yourself. And like at a point where you always wait somebody to ask you, baby, who are you? Always be there to sell yourself out.
Sure.
Networking is important.
Yeah, and on that point, I'll ask you, which type of friend am I to you?
Which type of friend? I feel like you have been an all-round.
Yeah, I listen, then I do what? I listen and I keep quiet after.
You do something, but you laugh fast because you love laughing. You laugh fast, but you give a solution. But you are now
you petty. You are too short-tempered. You take small things, so you misinterpret things. You overthink and misinterpret things.
That was the first impression.
Yeah, it's also among the first impression.
Oh, petty. Kinda, yeah, I can be petty, by the way.
Yeah, is it a must for me to take what you've given me? You don't remember?
No, because it's you are double standard with. Let me just tell you.
But the thing is, I like giving than receiving.
But you rarely receive people's things, which is a bad. You are, babe. You are.
Solved my childhood traumas, differences with my family, with my parents earlier. I remember, but I think as a child, memories never fade away.
Yeah.
Never.
Because most of it is stored in your subconscious mind.
Yeah. And now you end up giving people some silent treatment. They're wondering what happened. But for you, I know you have memories, but those people, the other side, they do not know. But for you, you remember, like it's fresh in your mind, and you're trying to dissociate with them, giving them a different treatment. Yeah. So I wish I could have solved my differences and my childhood traumas in my 20s, because I don't know what I will do. Therapy? You want to say something about therapy?
It's not a taboo. Just that. Therapy is not a taboo. Especially us who grew in an African home. You need to understand, I'll be able to know that when you have a headache, you go to the doctor. When you have a toothache, you go to a dentist. When you have your eye problem, you go to a optician. The same thing. When you have your mental issues, you go to a psychiatrist, you go to a therapist. It is okay. It's normal. It's something like any other thing.
Any other thing.
Yes.
It's like going to school.
Yes. And sometimes you just need somebody to talk to, somebody who will not be judgmental, somebody who will not look at you the next day and they're like, guy, so this is what our guy is God, this is what they do.
This is what they go through.
This is what they go through. This is
telling
what
other people.
This is what they have gone through. And yes, therapy is important.
It's important and it's needed. Yeah.
Would you consider therapy?
Yeah, I would. Though I haven't tried.
Why?
I haven't tried, but I think I need it.
Why haven't you?
I think it's just lack of seriousness. Let me say that. and being intentional and being committed, but I think I need it.
Did you ever open up ever in your life and somebody shut you down, or
No?
why?
No, I don't know why. I think it's because of fear. I think it's because of growing up with fear.
That you don't open up.
Yeah.
Me, that's why people react to trauma differently. For me, I grew up with fear, but when I grew to understand myself, I stood up for myself, and nobody would stand up for me.
That was so brave.
I stood up for myself. I knew, nobody's gonna come pull me out of this. So I learned to stand up for myself. I started therapy around
But you have done it.
Yeah,
You have done it before,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think in 2020 or 2019, somewhere.
2019. That was kind of what I'm doing right now is therapy stroke life coaching, which is like a combination of both two. But I find this one is worth my money and my time.
You're feeling it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
It has an impact.
But it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, like mentally.
It takes you back to your memories, because this other person you're talking to, they need to understand.
Yeah, so that they can help you.
Yeah. So they give you like a manual that you read through, you rate your experiences, what emotions are coming in when you're reading this, do you remember something that got triggered to this point?
Oh my God. Then how are they helping you now after you do that?
Yeah, then they help you be able to understand why you behave in a certain way.
Then what should you do to stop?
Yes.
Something else. This is not easy. Not easily having an intimate relationship with
anyone that says they love you.
Someone that you don't know, someone you're not sure if you'll have a future with. Yeah, I think that is something that I know now. I wish I knew in my 20s, because some of those things ruined my value, my dignity, wasted my resources, tampered with my emotions. So yeah, so if you are in your 20s now, please avoid giving out your bodies are temple of God. Do not give out to anyone who is not committing, who is not serious, who is out there to take advantage and just for malicious reasons.
I read something somewhere. I don't have my phone, but it says, I love you. Sometimes I love you says, I love you, but I can't be near you. I love you, but I choose my mental health over you. I love you, but you're not cut to be in my life. And I love you, not beyond friendship. Sometimes this opening or intimate relationship ruin so beautiful friendships.
Yeah, sure.
So beautiful. Like you had such a beautiful friendship with someone. The people you'd call, the people you'd text, the people you'd hang out with. The people who'd check you like a big brother. Then boom, it happens, you ruin all that.
Yeah, you ruin. Everything goes like that. Goes underwaters. Maybe something that could have benefited you, maybe grown you, developed you, maybe, then it goes. But also, you, the other gender, please, you need to also
be true,
be honest, be serious.
But they're always honest. Can I tell you the truth? They're always honest.
How?
When these men tell you, I just want us to be friends. They want
what does that mean? What does that mean to start with?
When they
be
say
friends, to be
they
friends
want
means
you
what?
to be friends,
Means
we
what?
always ask, like, do you want a relationship? They say no. They mean it. no matter how many years they sleep with you, they still won't date you.
There is nowhere you're going.
No. They always know. They always tell the truth. 99% of the time, they are able to articulate their relationship or their emotions, unlike us. As we get confused, we get bought things, and you're like, maybe he didn't mean it. Maybe he just didn't. Maybe he just didn't mean the friendship. Maybe he wants more. Until he says, we are dating, you are not.
You are not.
Until they ask you, can I be your girlfriend? Those lunch dates, those calls, those hangouts, they are just being friends.
But now, which type of friendship is that?
The normal friendship. The one me and you.
But isn't that too extra? Then we shouldn't go...
I buy you a gift, you buy me things. Right?
Then we shouldn't stop. Okay. I think we should have something like, if it's opposite sex friendship, should have clear rules. How are we going to operate?
But you're the two people, you need to set them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think if you're in such...
Because most times, for example, they tell you they don't want to be in a relationship, they just want to be friends. Even if they buy you gifts, if you go sleeping with them and you ask them, so what are we, they'll still give you the same answer, we are friends.
Then that should not happen.
No, you presented yourself.
No, we should have clear rules, please. Do not come to me telling me we want to be friends if you're opposite sex, please. I'm not being friends with you. Which type of friendship is this?
But your colleagues, you have people you work with who are your friends.
They're colleagues, not friends.
So you don't have friends who
No.
you work with?
They're colleagues. That is the thing. Colleagues, not friendship. Friendship, no.
You
Colleagues.
don't have
Pure.
male friends?
No, there is no male friend I have, please. They're colleagues.
Me, I have male friends. I have male
They will
friends.
start making some moves on you. I do not want us to
No,
go
they are
there.
friends who won't.
Who respect you. There are few, but you better be very, very strict on your side as a lady, because for them,
No, I think if this other person also respects you, they will keep the boundary.
yeah, they'll keep, but we do not have many of that kind. We have, but not as many as.
For me, I have more male friends than girlfriends.
Which type of friends are these? Let me think my job.
Travel the world. Get to go to new places. Learn a new recipe. Learn a new language. Make friends from all over the world. Then just get exposure. That's the point. Get exposure. And anyone who denies you exposure denies you a lot. So get exposure. Exposure. If you have to go to a different country to study, if you're privileged enough, do it. If you see a hotel across the road, visit. Take a glass of water. It will be okay. It takes you out. It exposes you. It shows you a different kind of world from what you know, and your mind starts growing.
Yeah, you open up.
Yeah.
I think also on that point, I can say, I think
You have tried this round. This one never used to go anywhere. Used to stay in the house.
I'm all over.
You're all over. Good job.
Yeah, thank you. I think keep honing your skills.
Yes.
Keep honing your skills. Learn something new.
Always
learn something new.
Even at
Open
work.
up your mind. Just be ready. Be open. Be willing to learn. And also be willing to teach, to share.
Be teachable.
Be teachable
and be willing
a
to
teacher.
teach.
Yes.
Be a student and a teacher.
Yeah, that will be. Another thing that I've known in my 30s that I wish I knew in my 20s is not to fear.
Yeah.
Fear
It's of the
makes
devil, man.
fear blocks you from a lot. Fear puts you like in a cocoon. You don't come to know or recognize your potential, what you are capable of doing. You undermine yourself. You think you cannot do it. You think you are in your own world. But when you come to think of it, you have a lot of potential. be courageous, be confident, know you have all it takes to get where you want to be.
Money is good. Money is good. Let me tell you, when we were growing up, we had so much attachment with money. We couldn't spend it.
I didn't grow with money, so I don't know about money.
Not like that. Even when you used to get like that 1,000, you used to hold it so dearly.
When did you? When did you hold your first 1,000?
To be given like money, like this is yours.
Okay,
maybe 14. When I was going to high school. Yeah, okay. 14.
Okay, continue with that point. Expound further. Money is good.
When you come to this part of the world, you realize people don't have attachments to money. In the way they would buy expensive cars, not for anything, to keep them outside. So money is good and money is bad at the same time. Money can make you be greedy, and money can turn you to be such an evil person. So never have attachment for money. If you see somebody lacking something and you're in a capability to give them, you are blessed with that money to be a blessing to someone else. It may look like you're showing off, but trust you, God sees.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, God sees. If you can feed an extra stomach, go ahead. If you can pay somebody school fees, for me, I have so much sympathy that I get conned sometimes a lot.
Yeah. Sympathy and empathy.
Yes.
You sympathize
a lot and empathize a lot.
And with that, people tend to
take
guilt trip you.
Yes,
and take advantage.
Yes.
So you feel so bad and you end up losing out. Yeah.
2021, when I turned 30, I learned to say no. To me, no became a complete sentence. The same way when I say yes to your demands, you don't question why I said yes. The same way I've learned to say no. The last point that I've learned in my 30s that I wish I knew in my 20s is that invest your time and money where your value is. Or
where you get value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you get value, invest in that.
Yeah, invest in that.
If you see all hanging out with that person, they don't give you any value, or to you don't feel the value of it, stop.
Yeah, stop. And be bold enough to tell them. Be bold enough. Don't pretend. Don't fear to talk your mind.
Me, I'm not into that. Babe, I'm not. Why? Sometimes these things don't need closure.
Yeah, sure.
You just walk out of that door and you don't bang it. Don't bang it.
Yeah, baby,
walk past those. Walk over those bridges. Don't burn them,
because you might need to come back.
You may need them to the next one, not to come back to this thing that is draining you.
To go to the next.
Go to the next one.
Go back kindly. Yes. Be gentle.
You don't have to have closure. Sometimes closure accelerates it and gives the other person an idea that they didn't do enough harm to you. You still have more room to let you be. So not everything needs closure.
Yeah, sure.
And last one, you can choose the family you want in your 30s. Your next of kin doesn't have to be everyone in your family. Sometimes your next of kin can be someone else.
Yeah, sure.
My best friend, interesting, my best friend is next of kin in some of my things. Why? Because I know she has the best of interest at
I can say is what I've known in my 30s that I wish I knew in my 20s is the blessing that comes with appreciating your parents or giving back to your parents. If you have money, it's important to give your parents, give them something. It's not an obligation, but it's just a blessing. The parents some parents can be toxic. Yeah, they can be toxic, but if
it's not a black tax.
Yeah, it's not.
Let nobody put you at that point. Give
willingly,
because it's a necessity.
Yes.
But it's not an obligation.
It's not an obligation.
But give.
But give.
Something else on giving. Please, people, can we tithe?
Yeah. Oh my God. How did we forget that?
Can we tithe? Please?
Yeah, tithing. Oh.
And please, let's stop this debate of I pay for the orphans, I feed the widows, I do all.
So I do not need to tithe.
Tithe
is very, it's independent.
I know sometimes that money can come like, oh my God, I have so many things
so
to do.
much.
What you are doing, you don't have a lot of things to do. You are stealing from God.
Yeah.
And wherever you need to remember that wherever you have, you're just being a custodian of God's blessings and God's will.
Yeah, guys. So those are the points.
Thank you for having me, Beth.
Thank you for accepting my invitation, for sacrificing your time to be here. I appreciate it.
You can start paying my helicopter as the queen of soft life.
Yes, I will. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like the video. Let's talk in our next one.